Welcome, 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 honeys. This is the Chakra Hen podcast. So, every single time we have a session and a discussion, we have different guests from all across the world, right? We have guests that I would almost say are connected to shamanic energy. So it has a lot of wisdom. So I my guest today, I she will be able to introduce herself completely, and I'm just gonna step aside and like you listen to her wisdom. Today's talk, I'm gonna take it over to her. So let's kick back, let's laugh a little, let's just enjoy this, this life thing, and just getting to understand, like, yeah, we all different, right? We all different, but there's a lot that connects us at the heart of everything. Okay, before I start preaching, I'm gonna give it over. Okay. Hi. Hi. Thank you so much for having me. This has been really amazing. It's such an amazing opportunity. Today's talk, what I wanted to share that was just on my life and like on my heart, ne, was the topic is about likes and support from families and friends. Ne? So there's a lot on this topic, but I really want to try and at least just shorten it, because right, that I can talk a lot. And it is very enjoyable because when I channel the energy, then it's just so easy for me to like do this. Ne? So we first look at the likes and the support, because let's say you started a new channel, ne? And people are trying to get to know you from this different scale, because let's say you were something else and then you become something else, ne? Like you change, you must change like jobs or something like that. Let's just say your career paths, ne? But it's still you, but it's a different you, because now you have to have different skills. You know what I'm saying? Right. So next thing, like you're trying something and you open up another page, ne? You open up another page and you have this, like, let's just say it's like almost like an alter ego, ne? Let's just call it that. It's like the alter ego is more like that expression of yourself that you won't necessarily be able to with people that you grew up with. And when I say like grew up with, I'm talking like your family, your friends, your associates. You know what I'm saying? Ne? Okay. So now, next thing, you open up this page and then you try and you try and you try. And it's not necessarily getting the likes and the follows, right? So I just kind of want to put you at ease a little bit, because yeah, I guess at the Chakrahan podcast, we get to talk about a lot of things and just practical philosophy, guys, because like, I mean, really, if you just think about it, life is so vast and everybody's trying to like control, like with all these institutions in, all these institutions trying to control something that can't be controlled. I mean, because life is given through God. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and God cannot be contained. The God is a collective energy that now we give the name to. And when we give a name to something, it's like sometimes some people think it's like one person. And then I think that's the confusion just a little bit. Ne? But anyways, now you're looking for people, and you know those memes, like if everybody has experienced this in their life. Like some people just don't like you. Like even if it's your family and your friends, they just don't like you. And sometimes it will be like the closest people to you, man. That that sometimes it will be so confusing. Like, what did I do to you? Like, rather just tell the truth. Like, what did I do to you? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so now you started the page and you are just extending the messages of love, ne, and the things and the wisdom that you learn through your own personal hardships. Ne? That's why we come to share in conversation, because there's a lot of us that are similar, but because we live in all parts of the world, sometimes we end up feeling like when we are isolated, like when God isolates you, sometimes you're gonna feel alone because God is trying to anchor you into understanding who God really, really is, and you find that connection between you two. It becomes such a deep relationship. You know what I'm saying? Ne? Okay, so now sometimes it gets taken up, aloneness gets confused sometimes by the shadow feelings of feeling lonely. Like, you must check some people in relationships, ne? Sometimes they are in relationship and they have that like Instagram, and it's beautiful. They have that like beautiful images of their families, or they have the beautiful images of themselves and them and their partner. But you must remember, sometimes some people in that happy Instagram life are so lonely in partnerships, man. There are a lot of people in the wrong relationships. And it's not exclusive to us. We've also been in that, and that's why we can share this knowledge. Like, guys, you don't have to be in unhappy situations all the time. You don't always have to like want to be in this, like, what can most I say? Like a power couple. Everybody wants to go into this like a power couple thing. And I know I'm digressing maybe just a little bit, but it's important that, life is not just one thing. It's many things. It says, and it even said in the Bible, like in the beginning, it said, let us create. Let us. Who's the us? Let us create, guys. So I'm not going to go into that, but some of you know what I'm talking about there. Okay, so now you're on your page, ne? And you're on your page, and people are they watching your stuff because, Instagram and life, we see you. Like, we really see you. We see you looking. Even if you land on that page by mistake, in inverted commas, ne? You still landed there on purpose anyways. And then you must swipe left or right. And then you are making sure that you don't press that double so that it presents itself as a like to someone. Imagine that. Imagine. Anyways, so what the main topic of this is within the likes and support from the friends and the family is that, specifically, remember, if you started the page and it's still small and it's still starting, ne, right? So then it's like, now it leads now into the space of, let me remember just a little bit, because it came us now. And those things sometimes, like your memory, it just jumps, and then it jumps back at you. And then you're like, okay, we got this, we got the information, and now here it is. Boom, it has come back. The mirroring. Ne? We as humans, unless you're alien, please contact me. Tell me where you are. We will talk after this talk. Okay, I digress. I'm just saying, no, most we are mirrors to each other. Ne? And if you are mirrors, you must understand the likes and the support. First and foremost, you can never, ever, 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 ever get a like from someone who does not like themselves. Because what are we doing? We are doing the mirroring. Ne? So when we mirror each other, I am mirroring what I am and who I say I am, and you are also doing the same thing. So if people like they like what can I more say here, ne? I feel like I'm talking a lot, but it feels like I also need to. And I think it's like you understand what I'm saying too. I think you'll understand at some point maybe too. So support the mirroring is that people who don't even know what support is, or who can't even understand what support is and give support to themselves, can never give it to you. Do you understand? They can never give it to you. So now I'm just trying to let you think out the box just a little bit, because most we get stuck in our stories sometimes. Like we get stuck in our pain, and mom did this and dad did that, and then friends did this and then friends did that. But have you ever thought, what did I do? Do you know what I mean? Because right now someone doesn't know that that you are waiting for them to say sorry. Like, there are some people in the world like that who just really don't know that you are looking for an apology for something they didn't even know that they did. And then, you know what happens? Then this breeds some jealousy. And let me tell you, the opposite of jealousy is being proud and admiration. Now, it goes back to the likes and to the support, the same things, because we are mirrors to each other, my guys. Okay? If you are a mirror, that means that if you do not even know how to admire yourself, or if you don't even know how to be proud of yourself, and you don't even say it, because maybe you didn't even know how to, from who. And then most now you being in front of a mirror of someone who feels proud of themselves, and then you don't. That is very challenging, man, guys. That's very challenging. Do you understand? Like, we must connect through our wounds. We must connect through our wounds. And sometimes what happens in relationships through friends and family, because you all connected through a wound. And then when someone starts to heal the wound, and they don't know how to, or they're also so comfortable to stay in that position, then it's so hard to see someone walk away from the wound and see healed, when it's like, how did you, because we were in the same struggle. If not, you might have been in the worst one. Those ones who are like, you were that black sheep in the family. I must be talking to someone who's a generational curse breaker, man. I'm telling you, the person I might be channeling this energy right now is a generational curse breaker. Hey, and I'm telling you, the reason why you're a general, I wanted to say a general. I mean, you are a general too, because you are strong. Maybe physically too, but like your heart is strong from truth, man. I love you. I love the energy I'm picking up right now. Your energy, Moss, is just it's giving like that divine divine, not divine, divine energy, man, because like you are most grounded. You are such a grounded person and you are of the earth, man. I'm loving your energy a lot. So, because the path, man, of getting to know yourself means getting to know God. And who is the us that is creating all of this? Do you catch what I'm dropping? Do you catch what I'm dropping? So I just really pray that for those of you who know that you are a generational curse breaker, that you mean to break the generational curses. I mean, we all have our levels of it. There's levels. There's levels to this thing. It's like there's levels to this, like these laptops and stuff like that. Like some people have Aces, and then some people have the, what do you call these? The Apple, man, the Apple. I wanted to say iTunes. Maybe you someone who does music, man. I might be picking up that you need to use iTunes, ne? Not necessarily Spotify. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but maybe it just might be something that instead of Spotify, use iTunes. Okay. So when you are starting up this page, ne? We journey, hey? We journey in this life. Yo, that's why it's so important to be intentional. I'm telling you, I've only been speaking for just about like 15 minutes, No, about like 15 minutes. And I'm about to close because there is a lot of information here in this talk. And I really, 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 really am so grateful for this opportunity. And I'm so grateful for your heart that you've got so much fire in you. You must be a fire sign. Either in your feminine energy, so your moon, you must check. But I'm speaking to someone who's like a fire sign, either through the moon or through the sun. Or with the sun, moon and rising, the in between the stages, my honey. Okay, I'm gonna love and leave, and I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity to be able to talk and to share these messages. And yeah, you are really loved and you are supported and you're divinely guided. I promise you, you got to keep going. I have this motto where I go, the go-go, but with the K. It goes, keep on keeping on. Okay? Stay blessed. Stay in gratitude. Everything is happening for a reason, and you, my darling, are exactly where you are supposed to be. I promise you now, you are exactly listening to this podcast. Trust me. Take it from me. Take it from me. Just the fact that I'm associated on the Chakrahan podcast, I am telling you, take it from me. We are about to move mountains, guys. I love you, and get to know yourself through God. Really get to do a lot of breath work. Because breath, what do they say in the Zulus? They say the impefumulo. The impefumulo. Guys, it's the power, the moya. The moya for the people who speak the English. It's the presence. It's like the yogis will call the prana, the pranic force, the life force, the energetic force, man. It's amazing, this life thing. Yo, I've lived, hey guys. Yeah, nee. I've lived a very long life. And yeah, okay, no, I must stop talking. Okay, I must yeah, I've left you with a lot of food for thought. So bless you, men. Just keep going and laugh and dance and sing and journal and pray, but in gratitude, because remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I promise you. I promise you. And that is exactly why I said to you guys, the speakers on this podcast, this is going to be such an amazing journey. Remember, the journey and the destination are the same thing. Plot twist. Honeys, I love you. Remember, you are awareness. If you can invite a softening with this one, take your hands in prayer and take your hands in front of your forehead and affirm to yourself, I am awareness. Okay, beautiful. Take your hands in prayer in front of your lips, because you are uniting when you have your hands in prayers. My honey, press your hands in front of your lips and affirm. My words create a beautiful and magical world. Now watch, the more you become more intentional about creating magic and beauty, I promise you, honey, you create your world. You co-creating your world, and it is so exciting that you are after this are about to you are about to create magic and beauty. And I cannot wait to hear in the comments from the magic and the beauty that is about and is happening in your life. And then lastly, take your hands in prayer and connect it to the heart, because the heart and the subconscious mind is where the soul resides. It is the seat. It is the seat of the soul. Okay? And then just affirm to yourself everything. Honey, let me everything I seek is within. Everything I seek. Oh, honey, I just got touched by the Spirit. Everything, if I may sing, please. Everything is within. Ooh, everything is within. Everything I seek is within. Ooh, child, that was good. That felt delicious. Okay, we have left you with a lot of love. May you receive it in the softest landing possible. Make you laugh and understand the messages that are being dropped. Thank you for listening to the Chakra Hand podcast. So like, share, and subscribe so that you can be notified. Dum 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 dum. Ooh.